The Long Valley caldera, located in eastern California near Mammoth Mountain, has been showing signs of volcanic activity since last week. As a precaution, a danger zone with a radius of 7 kilometers has been established around the volcano. Experts have confirmed that the volcano is preparing to erupt, and the warning signs are becoming stronger each day. This potential eruption has raised concerns due to its potential magnitude. Some experts, including Peter Doocy, have referred to it as the reawakening of the Ice Age, suggesting that it could have significant consequences for America. While the exact nature of this second disaster is not specified in the provided information, it is implied that it could bring about drastic changes to America as we know it. Volcanic eruptions can have wide-ranging impacts, including the release of lava, ash, and gases. These eruptions have the potential to cause destruction, disrupt air travel, and impact the environment. However, without more specific information about the potential eruption of the Long Valley caldera, it is challenging to assess the precise extent of the danger or its potential consequences. Furthermore, the likelihood of survival in such a situation is dependent on multiple factors, including the level of preparedness, timely evacuation measures, and the severity of the eruption itself. It is crucial to rely on the guidance and expertise of local authorities and follow any evacuation protocols or safety measures they may issue. It is interesting to note that while most volcanic eruptions are low impact and occur sporadically, high-impact volcano systems like the Long Valley caldera tend to erupt infrequently, once in a few thousand years or longer. In summary, the Long Valley caldera is exhibiting signs of volcanic activity, and experts have confirmed that it is preparing to erupt. The potential consequences and the exact nature of the second disaster accompanying this eruption are not specified in the provided information. The chance of survival depends on various factors, and it is essential to follow the guidance of local authorities in such situations. The Long Valley caldera experienced a massive eruption approximately 700,000 years ago, which resulted in the destruction of a significant portion of the landscape and the formation of the current caldera. However, it is essential to discuss the accompanying disaster that could trigger the eruption, the San Andreas earthquake. For years, scientists have been warning that the San Andreas fault could produce an earthquake more calamitous than any witnessed in America. While the fault has been generating minor tremors and small-scale quakes in recent decades, experts studying the fault line believe that a major earthquake, often referred to as the Big One, is imminent. The fault line, stretching over 800 miles, has been accumulating stress over time. Peter Doocy, who has spoken with experts on the matter, reports that the time has come for the built-up stress to be released. It is important to note that awareness about the potential impact of the San Andreas earthquake has been raised over the years. However, the same cannot be said for the Long Valley volcano. This dormant time bomb has been largely forgotten due to its long period of inactivity. Yet, as geologists and expert reporter Peter Doocy have warned, we may find ourselves confronted with this colossal volcano once again. The connection between the San Andreas earthquake and the Long Valley volcano lies in the seismic activity they both share. Both earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are caused by the heat and energy from the Earth's core. The significant movement of tectonic plates that triggers earthquakes can also induce volcanic eruptions. Similarly, volcanoes can also lead to earthquakes as magma moves and forces itself out from within the Earth's core. As such, there is a possibility that the ripple effect from the San Andreas earthquake could unleash the devastating eruption hidden within the Long Valley caldera. Unprecedented disaster struck from southern Oregon to Los Angeles and Nevada, causing buildings to collapse, skyscraper glass to shatter, and a massive wildfire to engulf 500 city blocks. Around 700 lives were lost, and $350 million in property was incinerated. A volcanic eruption alongside such a catastrophe could claim millions more lives. The Long Valley eruption has the potential to reshape America and create chaos worldwide. Scientists link a similar ancient eruption to the Ice Age 760,000 years ago. The Long Valley caldera formed when a magma chamber collapsed, creating a giant crater. If the 1,000 cubic kilometers of lava under the caldera were to erupt, it would darken U.S. skies, collapse structures within 1,000 kilometers, and release toxic gases, potentially affecting Canada and Europe. Such eruptions can also alter the global climate. The question remains, can a volcano wreak such havoc again? The Long Valley Volcano's power could change the world's climate. Geologists predict its next eruption to be even more potent, potentially releasing tons of volcanic ash and dust, blocking the sun and causing ice age-like temperatures, altering our weather and climate. California faces a significant threat, with nearby communities like West Bishop, Bridgeport, and Nevada at risk. Thick magma, smog, flying debris, ash, and poisonous gases could pose deadly dangers. Similar events have occurred in past volcanic eruptions, such as Pompeii in 79 AD, which remains buried in volcanic ash. While large-scale volcanic eruptions are rare in a human's lifetime, they have a global impact. Long Valley, an ancient volcano, is unpredictable, resembling a ticking time bomb. The consequences could lead to a chain reaction of catastrophes, mass extinctions, and scarce resources, pushing humanity into a survival mode with a poisonous atmosphere and ice age conditions. This would result in a global crisis, affecting nations and individuals alike. World governments could collapse, leading to a spiraling domino effect, potentially costing millions or even billions of lives worldwide. Recovery may take 10 to 20 years, marking the worst-case scenario of the Long Valley eruption. However, there's a chance things may not be as dire. In the best-case scenario, significant problems persist. America's skies would darken with volcanic ash, and poisonous gases would infiltrate the atmosphere. In December 2016, increased seismic activity under Long Valley raised concerns, while 2017 saw intense seismic events near Mammoth Lakes, a resort village with around 8,000 residents. Initially attributed to volcanic activity, researchers later found that the seismic swarm resulted from meltwater seeping through tilted rock layers, linked to rainfall. These small quakes won't significantly affect the Long Valley magma reservoir. However, similar quakes near volcanic areas like Yellowstone and Long Valley raise concerns, as they could potentially trigger catastrophic volcanic eruptions, covering vast regions in magma and ash. The Long Valley volcanic eruption threat extends beyond California, potentially affecting nearby regions like Nebraska and Yellowstone. Sensitizing and educating the public about this danger is crucial, even more so than the San Andreas fault line earthquake. There's a 16% chance of an eruption within the next 30 years, but gaining public attention is challenging. In the 1980s, authorities alarmed residents about the potential Long Valley eruption based on geologists' signals. Many people left, causing economic turmoil and public anxiety. However, nothing happened, leading to skepticism. Locals are now hesitant to evacuate, fearing false alarms. Experts seek new ways to persuade them, as clean evacuations seem unlikely if the volcano erupts. Public notification timing remains uncertain, as saying it too soon risks skepticism, while saying it too late risks disaster. High-impact volcanoes like Long Valley pose severe threats, including earthquakes, gas emissions, landslides, and destruction of life and landscape. These eruptions have historically induced ice ages by releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, affecting climate and causing droughts and famine. Geologists, aware of Long Valley's danger since the 1980s, noted a significant rise in the lava dome. Rising magma levels, while concerning, don't guarantee an eruption. Experts believe the Long Valley eruption could be triggered by the San Andreas earthquake. California, prone to earthquakes, faces a potential 8.5 magnitude disaster due to the locked and loaded San Andreas fault. Mount Shasta, though suspected to erupt every few thousand years, currently shows diminishing snow cover, attributed to global warming or magma activity. Simultaneous eruptions of Mount Shasta and Long Valley are unlikely due to their different locations and magma reservoirs. However, a San Andreas Fault earthquake could trigger the Long Valley eruption, causing severe devastation, including tsunamis and wildfires. U.S. geologists anticipate warning signs before an eruption and stress the importance of evacuation.